Stop 33 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Know How 500. On the pole for the race is Keith Badson. Here's another pole for him. Alongside of him, Dylan Poteet, the Season 1 champion of the series. Row 2, it's Ann Batson, and alongside of her, Jasmine Acosta. Row 3, Josh Sears and Derek Walker. And it's Alexander Dawson and Mike Becker in row 4. And in row 5 has Aaron Reed and Michael Dawson. Row 6, Matthew Rodriguez and Scott Carlson. Row 7, Zed Weinstein and Hunter Carlson. And row 8 has Charles Jackson and Jeremy Doobie. And Ashley Sears didn't. Ashley Sears starts dead last, our championship leader. Did not qualify all that good. The pole speed race 210.7 miles per hour. And here we go. The green flag waits. Keith Batson has the #1 spot. And he knows with him on the pole and Ashley Sears starting second, or starting dead last, I should say, excuse me. Him and Anne's got a chance to gain a lot of points. In fact, they both want 5 points from the lap, but here comes Ann. She wants to take it away from Keith. Who leads the lap, husband or wife? It looks like it's going to be the wife going to lead the first lap. Ann Batson has first lap led of this race. She gets her 5 points for the race in Atlanta. But Keith Batson all over that back bumper. Dylan Poteet, he's looking a little racy here today. He runs third right now. And here comes Dylan to the inside. He wants to have a shot at this championship himself. But right now it's husband and the wife has the lead. That's the 3 car of Ann Batson, and 28 car of Keith Batson has the 28. He's in the second position. What I say, Atlanta is very, very fast of a racetrack, no doubt. That's proven evidence right now here. The average speed after 3 laps, 200.746 miles an hour after 3 laps. That's our average speed. Dylan Poteet in the drag race with Keith Batson, but Keith slams the door now and keeps the #2 position. Remember, those two came in a little more than 100 points back of the leader, so they stay the way they are right now. It's going to be a tight battle when they go to the next race on the tour at Phoenix. Ashley Sears right now runs dead last in the 32nd position. And she is, I'm sure, not happy over this right now. There she is, chugging along in the caboose. Meanwhile, look at this. We got 3 wide, almost 4 wide there. Jacob Rodriguez with a little bonsai move to the inside. Now he's on the inside of Josh Osborne. Trey Campbell in the 30 trying to find a way by. There's Jake Sears going for the sweep in Atlanta, but it looks he's way back in the back in the 20th position now. Dougie Shears goes by him in 75. Super Shears, as they call him. He's had some super runs this week so far this season, but has yet to score a win. One of the top drivers in this series. Josh Osborne's also right there, way behind this whole bunch. But Ashley Sears starting to make a little move herself. She's on the inside of Adam Chambers in the 17. Those two have had some history together this season at the second New Hampshire race when Adam blatantly shoved Ashley into the wall and then later caused her to be wrecked by Michael Dawson. And that cost Ashley the points lead briefly to Johnny Gardner. Then she got it back in the next race on the tour at Dover. But right now it's Ann Batson who leads the race now with Keith Batson, her husband, in second. But Dylan Poteet wants to break this husband and wife 1-2. And now it's Dylan Poteet going in this #2 position now. He's got a very strong running car right now, that number 94. Now he's got his Now he's got Ann Batson in his crosshairs. Dylan Poteet, Season 1 champion of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Has been running very, very strong here this last half of the race. As I said, he won Talladega and he earns $4.99. And I think he also won the second Bristol race, the night race over there. So Dylan's been running very, very strong here this season. Down the backstretch, 3-car battle for the lead here. Ann Batson still has the #1 spot. She's led since lap #1. Here comes Keith back to the inside for the #2 position. Meantime, let's go take a check through the field. Jasmine Acosta runs in 4th position right now in car #6. There's a battle there. And Aaron Reed and Alexander Dawson right now. Alexander runs 5th. Aaron runs in 6th position. He's got Josh Sears helping him in the 1 car. Matthew Rodriguez dives the inside. He's got the help from his teammate Mike Becker in the 42. As well as the 1 car, the 21 car, Skyland Carlson. But Mike Becker's going to try to make a 3 wide out of turn #2. This is the battle for the 6th position. And, ooh! Matthew Rodriguez and Josh Sears almost touched. And out of turn #4. I thought Josh Sears was spun, I thought. That was close. And they're still 3 wide. Now, this time, Skyland Carlson and Michael Dawson. And Matthew Rodriguez says, that's enough. I'm getting out of this mess. Skyland Carlson's won this season, and she won the first Pocono race. Aaron Reed running very, very solid right now in 5th position. He's trying to get himself a top 10 finish in the points after being back there for much of the first part of the season. But look at Keith Benson. He's going to try to take the lead from his wife. We may have husband and wife 1-2 today, possibly. But Dylan Poteet's going to say different. Here comes 3 wide for the lead. Dylan Poteet gangs in on husband and wife Batson. And Ann backs off, and now it's going to let Keith and Dylan battle it out. But Keith Batson's going to go into turn 3 in 1st place. Off of corner #4. We're past halfway now. 16 of 33 laps in the books. Or we'll be past halfway this time. This is lap 17 of 33. But both Keith and Ann know that they are gaining points big time right now because Ashley Sears, as I said, still running dead last. Dylan Poteet, if he keeps up this finish, he may get a better, he may get a boost in the points himself. Dylan right now runs about 8th or 9th in the points chase. Right now he's in the top 10. But here comes Ann. She ain't done yet. Car 3 to the inside of her husband Keith. They go down to first and second turns now, completing 18 laps now. Ann Batson the second, but does she have anything on Dylan Poteet? We're in the second half of this race now. She's on the inside, Dylan Poteet, not enough. On board with Ann Batson. She goes on the inside, Dylan Poteet. And there she goes to the inside, and you are riding along with Ann Batson as she goes for the lead here in Atlanta. And you just row with Ann to the lead. And you are, goodness, you are on a 200-mile-an-hour flyer. As I said, the pole speed for this race was 210 miles per hour. Very, very fast around this mile-and-a-half joint. And Batson back in the lead here with Keith Batson now in second position. He's taken second away. Husband and wife Batson are at it again. Car 28 and car 30, cars 3 and 28 battling it out just like the old days of Dale Earnhardt and Davey Allison back in the early 90s. Back when they were two of the ones to beat. And both Ann and Keith has got first class rides, no doubt, for Richard Childress Racing and Robert Yates Racing. But they get their engine supply from those two teams, and they both have their own shop where they run their cars out of. Here comes Keith to the inside of Ann for the number 1 spot, but Dylan Poteet's going to make it 3 wide again. And Ann backs off again. Now, Keith Batson's out in front. 10 laps to go. He's looking for 2 in a row. He won at Martinsville. In fact, both him and Ann were your Martinsville winners, so husband and wife Batson won on the same track, but Ann, I thought, had the sweep well in hand until she got caught up in lap traffic over there and lost the lead the first to Jasmine Acosta, who then lost Keith Batson with about 4 or 5 laps to go. But Dylan Poteet, he's going to be a spoiler in all this in car number 94. Dylan and Keith side by side, and Dylan Poteet leads by a full car length on the line. And Batson gaining on Dylan right now this time by. She backs off just a slight here as they come out of the second turn. 8 laps to go. Take me through the field one more time. Derek Walker to the inside of Scotland Carlson. Zed Weinstein to the inside of Mike Becker. That is 10th and 11th and 12th right there with Michael Dawson. Jeremy Doobie running very well in 14th spot right now. 3 wide between Adam Chambers, Jake Sears, and Eric Webler. Josh Osborne and Johnny Gardner both right there. There's Ashley Sears still relatively dead last. She's not last right now. Jack Remessen is in the 33 car. But Ashley, I'm sure, knows that she's losing points bit by bit. Husband and wife Batson still trying to make a run for the number 1 spot here. Dylan Poteet has the lead right now. He has got now 4 laps to go here at the Napa Know-How 500. We may possibly have 1-2 Batson, possibly, if they can get around Dylan here in this final 4 laps of this race. But the way they've been going at it, it is a possibility. As long as they don't go side by side, that's the only thing that can play to Dylan's advantage. 2 cars run side by side, that slows the field down. It's good racing, but it slows the field down as opposed to if you had 1 car running by his or herself. Unless, of course, it's plate racing, and that's another story. But here we go again. 3 cars, nose to tail. 2 Chevys and a Ford. laps to go. Here comes Ann Batson. She backs off. Now she sits the nose of her Chevy to the inside of Dylan Pote and to the inside. She's going to bring her husband Keith with her. No! Keith decides to stick with Dylan. And it's Ann Batson to the lead now. Side by side, it'll be the white flag. One more to go. Here comes Keith Batson to the inside of Dylan Pote. Now can Keith try to beat his wife? She certainly hopes not. But we all know how strong of a horse that 28 car's got. Down to the third and fourth turns now they come. Keith tries to make the move to the makes a move, but Dylan Pote makes a move to the inside. That's going to confirm the win for Ann Batson as she has won the Napa Know 500. And guess what? 1-2 Batson. Ann wins the race. Keith finishes second. Husband and wife, Batson dominated Atlanta. Dylan Pote, I thought he had that one in the bag. He finishes third. Average speed 205.648. As Kyle Petty always says, incredible. Ann Batson the winner. Keith Batson second. Wife beats husband for the win. Dylan Pote third. Jasmine Acosta fourth. Good run for her. Matthew Rodriguez, his first top five, finishes fifth. Derek Walker, Josh Sears, Alexander Dawson over his brother Michael in eighth. Skyland Carlson ninth. Mike Becker, Zed Weinstein, Aaron Reed, Jeremy Doobie, and Hunter Carlson the top 15. Then the top 20 is Ryan Acosta, John Acosta, Dougie Shears, Charles Jackson, and Zach Carlson. The top 20 positions. Adam Chambers 21st. Poor Ashley Sears. She didn't need that. 30th place is where she ends up. That is going to kill her in the points. And Ann Batson wins today here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And how did that do in the points with 3 races remaining? Look at this. Keith and Ashley are now tied. Are deadlocked. 3 wins apiece between those 2 drivers. Boy, that's unbelievable. Ann Batson 11 points back in third position. So it's a 3-horse race for the championship. This is gonna be fun in the last 3 races here. Zach Carlson still holding on to the top 20 in the points chase right now. Here, Derek Walker is fourth in the points right now. Josh Osborne's fifth. Zed Weinstein, Mike Becker, Dylan Pote, Jasmine Acosta, and Adam Chambers the top 10 in the points chase right now. Zach Carlson still hanging on the top 20 in the 20th spot. Jacob Rodriguez back in 19th. And so 3 races remaining will be the next stop on the tour will be the Phoenix International Raceway for the Subway Fresh Fit 500.